Stop.
This is my intro. This is my intro. This is my intro. Ugh.
Hi everyone and welcome back to a new video. I'm looking fluorescent under these lines. Stop. Anyways, does this look familiar? Does it look like you've been seeing it around? Maybe if I paint some white over here and hold a paintbrush in my hand, you'll recognize it. But this is a recreation of James Charles times the Morphe palette, Unleash Your Inner Artist signature look. I'm so excited to do this video for you guys today because I made using a secret palette that will remain a secret until the very end of the video. I'm going to be using one single palette, one single brush. Oh, she's been through the most, look at her. Anyways, a single brush, a single palette. I'm going to be telling you guys what colors I use and then physically showing you at the end of the video. So please stay tuned for that if you want to see what amazing discount, maybe a dupe palette we found for the James Charles times Morphe palette. Because I don't know about you, sister, but I don't have sister 600 rand to spend on a palette. Not even to talk about the shipping. Never mind the brush, it is $149 and this one was like 10 rand. Sister slaying on a sister budget. That didn't work. Sister slaying, sister saving. Tea. But if you want to see how I got this look and recreated the James Charles signature Unleash Your Inner Artist look, then please keep on watching the video. Okay, so I'm super excited to start this look. I've already got my base down just because we're going to be focusing on the eyes and I didn't want to take up too much time. I'm so excited because I'm obviously doing this look with one secret palette that is right next to me and I'm super excited because I had it for a while and now I'm like, James, why did you copy me? It's my palette. So I'm just going to show you guys the process. I'm just going to prime my eyes with the Essence Stay All Day 16-Hour Concealer in the shade 10 Natural Beige, just because it's quite a light concealer and I obviously want the colors to perform the best that they can. So I'm just going to apply. So just coming closer so you guys can follow the process much easier. And then I'm literally only going to be using this one brush, Wish Me Luck. I'm going to be cleaning it off on the back of my hand. So I put a little layer of concealer down just to grab all the pigment that's on the brush when I do dust it off. I have the campaign photo next to me. And I know in his tutorial he starts at the end. So with like the dark purple. But because we have one brush, I don't want to dirty it with the dark color. So I'm going to go in with the lighter colors in the inner corner and then work my way out. So I'm picking up the yellow from this mystery palette and just applying that like where my eyebrow goes into the bridge of my nose. Guys, I'm sister shook because I didn't even put concealer down like on my nose and underneath my eyebrow and the yellow pigment is really picking up. Don't worry, I will show you guys which exact colors I used from the palette once I reveal the palette. But you know, yellow underperforms a lot of the time and just wow.
Wow.
Okay, next I'm going to be picking up like a mustardy shade and mix it with a very light orange just to get the transition into a deeper orange later on. Okay, that's not really picking up, so I'm just going to pick up a deeper orange altogether and try blend that. Okay, so just just noticed that I placed it a bit higher up than my actual like eyelid, so closer to my eyebrow, just because I have hooded eyes and I need a lot of space to be able to do the cut crease that James has done. Shout out to all the hooded eye girls, because yes, that is now a struggle. Then I'm going to be picking up the red shade from this palette and blending it next to the orange shade. But now I'm going to pick up a hot pink shade and then drag this color out into a wing. And then I'm going to be picking up a light purple shade from the palette, or sort of a medium purple, and then I'm going to start creating that iconic wing. I look like I'm an alien, but I promise it'll probably all come together. I really hope. I'm then going to be picking up an even darker shade that is almost black, so I'm going to be very careful with it, just to intensify and give the eye look some depth in the outer corner. So now what I'm going to do is take my concealer, and using the applicator I'm going to cut the crease. I'm then going to grab the dark metallic blue shade on my finger, just like this, and then just pack that where the purple and the concealer meet. When you're done, it should look something like this. A bit crazy, I know. I forgot to say that I didn't set the concealer, so I just placed the pigment on the wet concealer. That's helped it come out really this vibrant. And then I'm going to pick up a matte blue in similar colors, which I'm going to mix too. And I'm going to use this to blend into the purple. It should look something like this when you're done, just making sure that we're trying to minimize the harsh line, but still not like mix any colors that it looks gross, and keeping the vibrancy of the blue. So just like this. And then just to soften the metallic blue edges on the inner corner, I'm going to pick up a light blue powder and just diffuse it. And then what James does, he creates a fake inner corner. So I'm going to do that using my concealer again. And I'm just literally just placing it just like this, just to open my eye a bit more. And just grabbing a white shadow on my finger, I'm going to set that concealer. And then the one thing that we are missing from this palette is obviously the silver glitter that he has on the inner corner, but that's not something that he got from his palette either. So I'm just going to be using a really light shimmer shade and hoping for the best. But yeah, I'm just creating just a shimmer instead of glitter. And now for the bottom lash line, I'm just going to be grabbing the light purple and dragging the top half of the eyeshadow down into the bottom to connect it. Keep in mind that I'm still using the exact same brush. Just for the bottom eyeshadow, I'm just pinching the brush like this to create a thinner brush. So yeah, I'm not changing brushes. And then I'm going to pick up a really vibrant blue. Ooh, and then blend that next to the purple. And then I'm going in with a light green and I'm lining that new fake inner corner that we created using the concealer. Okay guys, that is it for the eyeshadow. So I'm just going to take some eyeliner and create a really small wing. And while I put on my liner, my lashes were just drying, so I'm going to pop these on now, and then we'll see how it looks. Okay guys, so this is the finished look. I'm pretty impressed with the way it turned out, especially seeing that this is my first time even trying the look, let alone with a really cheap palette. So I'm super excited about how it turned out. I don't think I'd ever wear it out just because I don't think I can pull this off. But for fun. Vogue, who is she? It's time for the big reveal of what the heck this amazing palette is, how much I got it for, where I got it from, the brand, and which shade specifically I used out of this palette. Are you ready? Because I don't think you are. It is Beauty Treats. Beauty Treats is a brand in Dis-Chem. This is their 88 Professional palette. I'll show you guys what it looks like on the inside. Wow, these pans are really tiny, but they give off the pigment and they are just amazing. So this is the tea. This is the tea. I actually got this from someone secondhand. Like, they didn't want this palette anymore, and I was like, listen, I didn't have money at the time, and this is, it has all the neutrals, it has colors. I mean, what more could you want from a palette? And it has payoff. So at Dis-Chem, I believe it's around 200 Rand, which for 88 colors, I could be wrong. It could be cheaper. I don't know. I got it in a bundle deal, but I really recommend this palette. It's from Dis-Chem, Beauty Treats, super cheap. And now to show you guys just what pigments and colors I used. So for the yellow, I used this bright yellow right over here, this one, and then I went into this mustard color just over here, and this orange color, this really light one, which didn't give me the color that I wanted, so I went straight into the darker orange right over here. And then for the red, this one right over here, the pink, this one, and then I went into this lighter purple first, and then I intensified that with this darker purple right over here. I didn't use black because this purple was really dark, so this was sufficient. And then for the metallic blue, I used this color right over here, and then I blended the purple and the metallic together with this color right over here, this blue color. And then for the light blue, that vibrant blue, just the one above it. These are not shade names, but I mean, I can point, you'll understand. And then for the lower lash line, again, I just went in with this purple. The depth and the darkness was already there from this purple, so I didn't have to go in again. I used that same light blue just to connect the blue and the purple. And then I used this green over here, which isn't that vibrant, but it worked amazingly. And then obviously I used this white to set my concealer. I'm super excited about how this turned out, especially with the palette. Could this be a dupe? I think so. I mean, if you're a beginner and you're looking to get into makeup, I would highly recommend this palette. It was so cheap and it has great payoff, and it's amazing to practice with before you want to invest in maybe a Morphe palette or a Switch Beauty palette, which are still super affordable. But yeah, that's what I have for you guys today. Please go and actually watch the proper video on James's channel. I've been a sister since the beginning, so I'm super proud of him despite all these controversies. I mean, people grow, people change. We support a successful sister. But yeah, please tag me if you recreate this look, if you think it was up to James's standard, which I highly doubt that it was, but it's pretty good for a gal filming on a phone with a 200 rand palette, I think. I really hope that you loved watching this look as much as I loved creating it. It was super fun. It was super good to test my skills, I guess. What skill? What a lol. Anyways, but until next time, goodbye and keep on sister slaying. Bye.